No, no buzz. Just Bees Book Club. Every once or twice a decade, I am somehow convinced that it's time to attempt a reappraisal of Ray Bradbury. And once or twice a decade, I come away from some amount of Ray Bradbury short stories thinking, yes, the man's prose is cloying and paternalistic, and I simply do not get along with it at all. So I read Dinosaur Tales, which is like a cute little thing. It's like an 83 little paperback. It's a collection of, I believe, four short stories and two just absolutely dreadful poems. Is that right? Yeah. Besides a dinosaur, what do you want to be when you grow up? The Sound of Thunder, The Foghorn, and what if I or and Tyrannosaurus Rex are the stories. And Lo, the Deer Daft Dinosaurs, and What If I Said the Dinosaur's Not Dead? Um, are that's the four stories, and then the two poems, not in order exactly. It's full of little illustrations that are kind of cute. A number of different illustrators are involved. There's some stuff that's decent. There's some stuff that's not. I don't really appreciate that there's just like a full fucking comic book slash page going on there, and you really get into his ass. You really get in that ass right there. But these stories didn't do a lot for me. Um, I could go through them, but if part of the project here is a sort of reading diary to potentially go back to at some point. If I'm like, oh no, I remember that I read that book, but what did I think about it at the time? Um, I think it's more truthful to say I haven't really thought about these stories since I finished reading them, and I don't plan on it. And I finished them this morning. Um, So I don't need to do summaries. It's Ray Bradbury's dinosaur stories. They're written from the early 50s to like the early 80s. Ray Harryhausen gives like a nice little fucking forward. Is his the forward technically? Yeah, he gives a forward. There's an intro by Bradbury talking about how much he's always loved dinosaurs since he was a kid, whatever, whatever. And then the book happens, and I don't know. As with many times, maybe I'm even slightly more generous than I have been in the past because I come away from this being like, the man had ideas. I think the man had ideas for stories. It's just a shame about how he wrote them. You know, I know it's like ahistorical, but like I would read Simac 100 times out of 100 before I read another Ray Bradbury story. Except for that, I will in 5 or 10 years, and I'll be like, maybe this time I'll get why people revere the man. I probably won't. I probably won't. Thanks for not watching.